Welcome. We just jump right into it over here at the Tribekin podcast. This is episode number 47. My goodness. We got the man, the myth, the legend, the Gen Z trainer,
Hey,
DJ
yo,
Gordon.
what's up?
Bro, let's give it up for this guy. So a little side note for your fans out there and the fans of the podcast. Me and DJ first met because we went out to play water polo for Indiana University. See my cat? Just jump
He's
in.
like, I'm trying to be in the podcast. What you mean?
That's right. And so we met. Oh man, that was probably 4 years ago, right?
Yeah, dude, 4 years ago. That's crazy.
4 years ago, and
4 years
then
ago.
we worked out. We worked out one time, and I no joke. This dude killed me. I could not walk the next day. I really could not walk the next day. I like, how like you're kind of supposed to like ease into things, I guess.
Nah, I just threw you straight in
This
there.
you just threw me straight
I
into
just
the
threw you
fire,
straight in
man.
there.
And it was pretty wild, and just to see like how things kind of come full circle. Like you never know, like
Yeah,
when something down the line, like someone from your past, like is doing the same thing that you want to do, and so
yeah.
I'm so like excited that you've taken the time to come on this podcast, and for it, so like in like the past 2 months, like how much has your TikTok grown? Hasn't it grown from like pretty much like 1,000 to like 150,000?
Yeah, bro. So I started off at like 2 months ago. I started off at like maybe 800 and something followers. And
Wow.
then had this one post that just like went crazy. And from there,
Right.
it jumped me up to like 100,000. And then started doing more of the same posts and jumped me up to
Right.
150,000. I'm at like 155, 56 right now.
Road to 200K. We
Yes,
got to get you
sir.
there.
Yes,
We got
sir.
to get you there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm on the grind for it.
And then you have like around, was it like 2,000 Instagram followers, or 4,000 or something?
It's like 2,000 something followers. Yeah.
And that's grown rapidly too, right?
Yes, bro. Yes. I before TikTok I had like 1,300 followers and I'm sitting at like 2,400 now and all of that came through just from TikTok. Like
Wow.
yeah, once my TikTok kind of exploded, they all just started like funneling from TikTok into my Instagram, into my YouTube and my platforms were just able to like really start growing a lot from there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think I saw that your biggest post has 1.8 million views.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
was like when like the first video just like popped off, right? Like what was going through your mind?
Um, I knew it was gonna pop off. And not even trying to be on some arrogant shit. Like I was just like, this is so I thought at the time while I was making the video, I mean, I feel like everybody thinks it like, this is dope. This is gonna be the one. But
Mhm.
at the time I had like even more of a reassuring feeling that, this video is really gonna take off and do well. Not because of like, it's fitness and it's cool, but like I was able to target two communities. I was able to target the fitness community because I was getting a workout in, and I was also able to target the anime community because it was anime.
Right.
For the people
Right.
that don't know, it's how to train like your favorite anime hero. So I would do like um, kind of like a little dance before I start the workout, and then I'll say like today we got blank anime character, and then from there we go into the workout.
Mhm.
And yeah, so like when I was making that, I was like, this is creative in the same way of it being in still like fitness oriented.
Right.
And I knew I knew it was going to gain some type of traction with it. I didn't know it was gonna take off, and I was gonna start a whole series out of it. But I knew definitely like it was gonna do better than what my other posts were doing at the time.
Right. And how long like had you have been posting on TikTok before like that one video popped off, you know?
I would say roughly around 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
I you probably would I don't know if you would agree with this, but like I think like a lot of people just like kind of expect like when they see it from an outsider's like like an outsider's view, right? They just assume like, oh yeah, obviously it blew up, but like you posted for 2 months straight, with like with I guess nothing going like crazy viral, and so like one of the things we like to talk about here on the on the podcast is like nothing is ever gonna happen immediately. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's a continual process and it's continual like grind and testing.
Mm-hmm.
So oh, look at that. That's how embarrassing. The Snapchat just coming through right there.
Happy birthday, man. That's
My,
hype. 20, are you 23 today?
no, it's my brother's birthday today.
Oh, it's your brother's birthday.
That's
Okay.
right. It's right.
Well, happy birthday to your brother.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So I was writing down a couple of questions on my handy dandy notebook, and I wanted to ask like when did you say like okay like I really want to pursue like being a personal brand and being like the face of something and doing this social media and content creation thing?
I would say 4 years ago. So just like you were saying, man, like a lot of people will see that one post and be like, dang, that must have came just like overnight type shit. But
Right.
like, nah, bro, I've been on this grind for about 4 years right now. I started my freshman year of college, and I'm a super senior. I got one more semester left. But yeah, man, all this started around like 4 years ago, and that is what led to really me being able to grow my platform to on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube to where it's at right now, because I
Mm,
needed to learn and learn more about myself in order to know what works, what doesn't work, and just how to post and everything like that.
right. Damn. The iceberg, building the iceberg.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. I'm trying to build an empire over here, bro.
That's another question. Like, what are some of your future goals for
Uh
like you, as a creator and a creative?
yeah, so as a creator, I just want to impact and scale, impact and scale, impact and scale. I'm trying to grow my personal brand as big as possible so that I can help as many people as possible. My goal is to strive to light the fire in somebody so that they can go off and have the confidence and put their insecurities aside to do the
Mm,
same thing that I'm trying to do.
that's awesome.
I appreciate it.
That is awesome. Go to his link tree. I saw your link tree.
Yeah, yeah. My link tree, my bio. Uh-huh.
Link in the bio. It's always the fucking I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, speaking of that, I've been seeing on your Instagram that you have a bunch of like I could already see you already have like a bunch of like dedicated fans. Like, have you ever had any like really good fan interaction stories yet?
Yeah. Not out in public, but more so just like on Instagram. I remember I went live one day on my Instagram account. I just like to go live and just talk and whatever it may be. People come on there, ask
Mm,
questions. And I had a kid that wanted to go live with me, and excuse me. And when he came on, we went live, and bro, it was the dopest thing ever. He was just telling me like how much I've helped him, and
wow.
how much like I've helped him get through and all this stuff. And it just like that just kind of reinstilled to me that I can't stop. If anything, I gotta go even harder now. You know,
Yeah, that's awesome.
I appreciate it.
So like if you like, cause you've been on this grind for 4 years, right?
Hmm.
And like, what do you think has been the piece that's hold you together to continue to do this? Cause for like, for I don't know, for like 3 years, like you probably didn't see that many results that you wanted, you know?
No, not at all. Yeah,
And so like, what kept you going?
that's a good question. I think the biggest thing that kept me going was I know it's two things. One, I know how I want my life to be, and I know like what I envision my life to be 10, 20 years down the future.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that if I'm not seeing the results now, that doesn't mean I won't see it tomorrow or three
Right.
weeks from now or a year from now or 2 years. I knew that like eventually it's gonna come through. I just gotta keep with it, stay consistent
Right.
with it. So wanting to build life that I want to live
Mm.
definitely like keeps me on track because I can't, go into work and work for somebody for the rest of my life. Like I got to be able to be the boss of my own life, be the CEO of
Right.
my own life. And that was one of my ultimate driving factors. Second thing was the personal struggles that I went through in my life as a kid growing up. I I want to try to help curb that for as many kids as possible. If they
Mm.
can, if they
Right.
can do that, you know what I'm saying? If I could
Right.
help with that. And yeah,
Yeah. That that I think that's what keeps me pushing through it, because it's been a grind, and there's been so many nights where I'm like, man, is what I'm doing even worth it?
yeah,
Is what I'm doing even, is anything gonna come of it? But
yeah, bro.
it
Like those doubts come in and they're they're either there to stop you and you will stop, or they're either there to show you that you actually are on the right path. Because whatever we do in life, there's going to be doubts regardless.
right,
You want to go
right,
talk to this girl. Should I go talk to her? You talk to her. Is this relationship actually going to work? You want to go apply for a job, and am I going to get the job? Should I even take the offer? Like this, there's so
right,
many doubts in life. You know what I'm saying? And
right, right,
I feel like if you can actually push through those doubts and you can overcome them and still stay on course with everything, then that's just showing you that you're actually on the right path. You know what I'm saying? And that you're actually meant to be doing what you're doing. It's like doubts for me, in a sense, made me stronger. I needed the doubts.
right.
I needed that.
It's almost like fuel for the fire.
Exactly. Exactly. People say that like, haters can be your fuel, but shit, my own thoughts can be my fuel too. You know what I'm saying? You just have to learn how to channel them correctly.
Mm. That that is like I always think like I've been for so long I've been focusing on like learning these many different like techniques or whatever, like what got to do it this way, got to post these certain times. But I think at the end of the day, it really comes down to like how your brain thinks through these problems. That's going to determine like what happens in the future. And like you said, being able to push through those like mental barriers that have been, almost, you may have programmed yourself, or it just has been programmed from like your society or your environment.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's being able to be self-aware enough to see those programming, So
Hmm.
that's why like I think what really did it for me in terms of being able to stick with everything I'm doing and to grow everything as well too was my constant devotion to self-improvement.
Mm.
Like being able to wake up and start reading a book or listen to some interviews or whatever it may be, like that was a huge staple, and sticking with something and staying on course with it.
Mm.
You know, like you gotta be willing to put the work into whatever craft you're trying to build, but then also yourself, because your craft won't grow if you can't grow.
Yeah, that's real. That's
Yeah.
real. I've been thinking, the 10,000 hour rule.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I've been I've been thinking like, man, I really feel like the most important thing I can do for myself is spend 10,000 hours trying to master my own mind, you know?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Because I mean, once you can master your own mind, there's nothing that you can't do.
Right.
There's nothing that you can't do at
That's
all.
oh, bro, gives you fucking. I'm getting riled up, man. Getting riled up. If you're
Yeah.
if you're out there listening, all you people out there, like, man, just fucking do what you want to do. Just,
Yeah.
just do what you want to do. Be the person that you want to become, and do it today. Don't do it tomorrow. Do it today, because you don't know if today is your last day.
Yeah.
So just fucking take life by the cojones and run with it.
Exactly. And like, I mean, what do you have to lose if you're chasing something that you're passionate about? Like, what do you really have to lose? If you lose friends or family that are, they leave because you're chasing something that you're passionate about, are they really true to be there with you to begin with? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
if you're chasing something that you love to do, then whatever you love to do, the person next to you should love it too if they love you. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that, and bro, life is really so short.
Yeah.
We're young, man, and I've seen a lot of death in my life, like a lot, and you never know when your last day is your last day.
Yeah.
Why not be doing something that you love to do when your last day comes, you know?
Right.
And it's just short, man. It's just
Leave it
short.
all, leave it all on the table.
Yeah,
Leave it all on the table.
yeah,
It, that's that's a great what you said about you don't have anything to lose, and I feel like I have to constantly remind myself that like, especially like, oh, what's this person gonna say, or what's this person gonna say, and I've been like catching myself a lot lately and saying,
mhm,
yo, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, who gives a shit? Like, the only thing I can control is what I think. I'll never be able to know what someone else thinks. You know?
exactly, exactly, exactly. Being able to conquer those insecurities is a huge factor in terms of like being able to move forward with anything. You know what I'm saying? And like
Hmm.
I feel like that's gonna go on for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like even your most successful people still have to work to conquer their insecurities,
Hmm.
you know, day in and day out.
Yeah. So that's so to give y'all hope, that shit don't go away.
Yeah.
Just get that out. Just
Yeah,
get that out there now.
right, right.
Put it
It's a
out.
constant work.
So what what has been like your fitness journey? Like, how has that evolved in the past? Like, I guess like your whole life. Have you always been drawn to fitness, do you think?
Subconsciously, subconsciously, and not until I got into college did I consciously become aware of it.
Mm.
Um, so I've been in sports ever since like I came out the womb, really. Always been outside, like just running, playing around, riding the bike when I was like really young. And then when I hit the age of like 8 or 9, my mom started putting me in just different sports to play, and
Hmm.
9, I started swimming, and I stuck with swimming from 9 till my senior year at college. And in between that, I did other sports as well too. But once I got into high school, I just went full time into swimming. And while I was doing all that, I was still lifting weights, and I was noticing how I had this huge passion and drive to lift weights, and motivation to try to like come in and do better than I did the day before. But it wasn't the same energy and motivation and drive that I
Mm-hmm.
felt for like swimming or other sports.
Mm.
And at the time, I didn't really think too much about it, didn't really notice it. And then once I got into college, I was like, you know what, let me just invest into this a little bit more and see where it could take me. So freshman year of college came, I tried water polo, like we were talking about earlier, and still wasn't sticking with me. I was like, something ain't right. I'm not really jiving with it. And I was like, you know what, let me just try bodybuilding, because the basis of bodybuilding is lifting weights. So
Mm.
went into bodybuilding, and ever since then I just like never looked back.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, never looked back.
That I always find it so like awesome how like one little spark can just make a
Mhm.
giant fire of
Yeah,
different avenues and different
yeah,
things and exploring different areas of your brain you never even knew that you had
yeah,
or knew that you liked, you know?
dude. Yeah, man. Yeah, and that's why like I think it's super important to always be trying out different things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because that one thing that you try, even though the last 100 things that you tried sucked, that 101 thing that you tried, that could be that passion and that fire that's just
Mm.
ignite the flames. You know, there they go. They just start
That
to
you
force.
you're given too good of gems. They had to.
Right. They had to hop in. They're like, hold on now, hold on. You got something to say too. But yeah.
That yeah. That's like that's why like I'm so glad to have found music, you know, because I was a I mean I was like a athlete most of my life. Like I was a wrestler in high school, and I played like the little bit of water polo that I did my
Hmm.
freshman year of college, and
Hmm.
like just like you said, like I've never felt like sports was that thing, you know, that just but I just always did it because it just was in my life, you know,
Yeah.
and like when I discovered like how to play the how to oh this is how I so like I used to be in band too, like playing in like I used to play the clarinet. Shout out to the clarinet, all my clarinet people out there. Shout out to my Squidwards. And but I did that up until like my sophomore year of high school, and I was like, this shit sucks. This
Yeah.
shit's terrible. Like it like kind of like killed the music for me, you
Okay.
know. And then I discovered this game Rock Band,
Hmm.
you know.
Oh yeah. Hell
It's
yeah.
right, Rock Band, Guitar Hero, and I was like I used to be a slave to that game, dude. I would play that religiously, man. Like,
What age was this?
what's up?
What age was this?
So I think I got like Guitar Hero 2. So like this like a
Two
big
years old?
no Guitar Hero 2. So I think I was
Oh,
probably
like shit.
no, I think I was like 12 years old or something.
Okay.
So just playing that shit all the time, and I would I like knew all the songs and stuff, would play on like the hardest difficulty. And then I switched over to Rock Band, and then like my sophomore year of like the beginning of my sophomore year of high school, like I just got really good at Rock Band drums.
Hmm.
And so like it turns out that that translates really well to like the real drums.
Really?
And
I
so,
can see that. I can see
and so like I convinced my mom to like let me have a drum set. She did not want it. She did not want
that.
it to happen at all.
She's like, you're not
This
gonna be
baby
waking me
right
up
back
at eight
here
o'clock
actually.
in the morning. Yeah.
And like I finally got like my first like instrument that I could just like really express myself, I guess.
Hmm.
And I just was like, okay, like I like these songs, so let me just put my headphones in and try to play along. And at
Yeah.
first, I fucking sucked. You know, I was
Hmm.
trash, but after a while, you know, like you just start to hear the nuances and you start to train your ears and stuff to hear these like things and songs that you didn't even know were there.
You
And
start to grow that muscle.
right, you have to stimulate that brain. And so like I never knew that a video game was gonna put me on this path. Like you said, subconsciously. Like
Yeah,
subconsciously, like wanting to be a rock star has like been instilled in me, you know, so
yeah,
like my whole life. And
yeah.
like it feels like feels I don't know, like a strange you ever feel like there's like some strange pull to do something
Yes.
great,
Oh,
you know, like
yeah,
from somewhere out of your control. You just feel have
yeah.
this innate
Def-
desire to.
Yeah, there's definitely some divine intervention at play with it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely some divine intervention at play. I feel like like when you find your passion and you're on your road to it, you can't explain some of the things that come into opportunity for you. And when you really
True.
become aware of that, it's like it makes you really sit down because it's like, dang, like 2 days ago, I was wondering how am I going to be able to do this, and boom, today I'm given this opportunity to do this. You know,
Right.
I believe heavily in God and the universe and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that definitely like it shows me, and like it makes sense to me. But anybody that's out there that's like kind of struggling to understand, like either going to reading the Bible, whatever it may be, or just doing more self development and reading more books,
Mhm.
law of
Mhm.
attraction, like all that stuff, man, because it's real. It is
Yeah.
real. Kind of
Yeah.
going off what you were saying earlier about how we were talking about how like it's kind of like a subconscious thing. Like you're not really thinking about how it's gonna like play out in the future. Steve Jobs once said that you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. You know, and that's one thing that I feel like is the most true thing since I started. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It is so crazy, so crazy.
Yeah. You never know what the next day is gonna bring. You know,
Yeah,
ever. And it's kind of like no one at the end of the day, no one knows. You
right.
know, no one knows, but somehow it still just like works.
It
You
just
know,
happens.
like I like to. I've been doing like a little landscaping lately, and one of the things we do is put in plants and stuff in the ground, and like it's crazy how like all you have to do is dig a hole and put some dirt in it and put more dirt around it. Like
Yeah.
nature nature knows what to do down to the tiniest cell. They know exactly what to do, how to get the nutrients that they need to thrive and survive. You know,
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
this shit is already built within us to accomplish. It is just unleashing that inner beast, that
Yeah,
inner lion.
that's a great way of looking at it. Once you can just kind of open the doors to you going forward with your passion, then everything else will work its way through. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It will work out for you. But you have to be willing to open up those doors and kind of invest into whatever it is you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
100%, man. 100%.
man. I just want the people to know that DJ does personal fitness services, and they're awesome. Like they are awesome.
Appreciate it.
They really are. I've been going through some some tough times, I guess, and I wish I could. And I'm gonna come. Trust me, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back to it. But I want you to get the value that you deserve.
I appreciate that. I
And
appreciate that, man.
and so.
I when I started that, I really wanted to instill with people the habits that I learned through with it rather than just trying to take $1 from them. You know what I'm saying? And show people the actual way of um, training, dieting, and the lifestyle that comes with it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because you can't really do the training and dieting without the lifestyle. You know, like the lifestyle comes first, and then it's the training and dieting.
Right.
And being able to kind of show people the way with it and how to diet correctly, when to like kind of space out your meals so that you're not like cramming to get it in, and
Mm-hmm.
finding the best time for yourself to train,
Mm-hmm.
not just like what Rick Joe says on YouTube, it's the best time to train. Like it's all personal to you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And having the, I don't know, the ability, I guess, to kind of help people with that it's been huge, bro. I love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
That's awesome.
Appreciate it.
I think that's like almost like we have a veil, like we don't want to believe it, but really like we're all different. We all are different, you know. We all have different ways of motivating ourselves. We all have different techniques for us to learn. Like that's the beauty of the human existence, is that we all have different ways of thinking. And so like I like that you say that you cater to the individual, because like that's the problem with YouTube is like it is trying to be as mass level as possible, you know. But at the end of the day, like we're all individuals and we all have to find our own way to it.
Exactly. Exactly. Like what may work for one person is definitely not going to work for all 7 billion people on this earth. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just impossible. That's absolutely impossible. So finding a way to deliver a message where it helps all people, in terms of like I'm giving you this blueprint to figure out what's best for you,
Mm-hmm.
like you're able to
Mm.
help more people through that way, rather than
Right.
just saying, this is what I do, this is what works for me, do it. Now, don't get me wrong, I'll still upload like my, workouts that I do personally, diets that I
Right.
eat personally,
Right.
but, for the mass of it, I try to give general uh, advice that can kind of be
Mm.
used to cater towards what works best for the individual person.
Mm. That's that's I just made like a connection in my like YouTube.
Yeah.
I feel like YouTube is like, it really is just like one big opinion, one
Oh,
giant opinion, you know?
100%. I feel like that's with all social media platforms, is that everything is just one big opinion.
Mm.
And the only way you're able to gain followers and you gain people that you believe in you is because they share similar opinions to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If a guy comes on and says, I think you should be working hard and striving for greatness, that's going to correlate to somebody that thinks, I think also I should be working hard and striving for greatness too.
Right.
So I'm gonna follow you because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah.
Like Marcus Aurelius, boy.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Man, I'm super grateful that you came on the podcast, and I can't wait for you to. Hopefully, you'll feel inclined to come back. I would love for you to meet my
Oh,
my co-host, Chef Willie. He's awesome. He's a rapper out in California.
yeah, most
Yeah,
definitely, man. Anytime, bro. Appreciate you having me.
yeah. Thank you. You can find my boy at the Gen Z Trainer. You can find him on TikTok, Instagram. Is it the same on YouTube?
Yep. Well, on YouTube is just my name, Jamon Gordon.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's the YouTube grind going?
It's been good. It's been good. I got a camera guy not too long ago, and
Hey.
yeah, we've been busting out some videos and just putting in some work, and it's been it's been pretty good so far. So I'm hyped to see how that will, come to fruition down in the future.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're gonna get out of here.
All
Y'all
right.
fans out there, go ahead, like and subscribe. Go ahead, follow my dude DJ D. Dude, just watch, just watch this guy in a year from now. Just watch him a year from now. and you're gonna come back here and be like, "You were right, Ken. You were right, bro. I'm telling you, I can. You're gonna fucking get big. You know that guy Bully Juice,
It sounds familiar.
that YouTuber, that fitness YouTuber.
Yeah, yeah.
He,
Actually, one of my buddies sent me a video of his the other day ago.
yeah, I honestly think you'll be bigger than him. I really
Dang.
do.
I will
Really
shoot.
do.
I'm hyped to see something come from it, man.
Yeah, I really think so, man.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, take
Alrighty,
it
man.
easy out
Appreciate it.
there. Goodbye.